fucking bullshit McDermott got out of this shit.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about that. Like, it's our Halloween episode.
I'm gonna dress his fat ass up as Saint Nick for Christmas.
Absolutely, he's dressing up for Christmas.
And
Even if you and I don't. Ethan, you're dressing up for Christmas.
And
you don't get a say in this.
I'm sitting on his fucking lap the whole time. I hope he pokes me in the butt.
Ho 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 and happy Halloween to our wonderful viewers.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can pretty much tell what Tim is. It's not hard to tell.
Buddy the Elf. That was a good idea. It came to me, like I said, on Temu. I saw, I was like, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. In case you don't know, I am not from Big Lebowski.
That was my first impression.
No, Fat Thor.
Fat Thor, which is good. I like it. For those of you who don't remember, he was
I was a big
Alan.
Well, it's supposed to be Alan.
He was supposed to be Alan from The Hangover.
With Baby Carlos.
It looked good. Yeah, Baby Carlos. We're missing our gay cop friend.
Yeah, nothing beats sexy cop.
No, he looked more like the sexy cop that you would see like at a gay bar.
That's true.
I think that's maybe what he was going for.
Like the Blue Oyster.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yep. I think that's what he was going for, but he got out of this year. But
yeah,
he's not missing next year. So I did have a couple games. You know, that nothing too big since it's just the two of us.
Halloween theme better be.
Yeah, they're definitely Halloween themed. We're going to kind of start with movies. So, you know, we're both, you know, fans of the horror movie genre, at least some. I mean, I'm not huge.
Yeah, I used to be bigger, but I've kind of gotten out of it recently. But yeah, I still, like, speaking of, I saw this thing on a podcast where they named the favorite horror movie by state.
Okay.
Never guess what Maryland. Most states were it. The newer one. There was a lot of them that were. You know what Maryland's was?
I'm going to take a guess here. Blair Witch Project.
No, that was my guess.
Because it takes place in Maryland.
Right.
Okay,
No,
give me one more guess.
Give me a hint. I'll give you a hint. It was rated PG.
You have to give me
and it came out, I believe it was like late 80s, maybe early 90s, but I'm pretty sure it was late 80s.
PG, not PG-13?
Yeah, PG.
PG.
And then actually, I bought it on Blu-ray, and when I saw it was PG, it actually really surprised me. Now, it doesn't have, like, blood or anything, like, gory or anything like that.
It's classified as a horror movie.
I mean,
the only thing that I can come up with, and I don't...
As kids, it scared the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Poltergeist?
Yes.
Really?
Poltergeist.
I was going to say Gremlins at first, but then you said you kind of gave it away when you said as a kid it scared you, because Poltergeist scared the shit out of me.
Fuck yeah. No,
all right, Maryland. All right.
I love Gremlins, but yeah.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is one of my favorites.
Great fucking series.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the third movie didn't do as well as the first two.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even the third movie was scary as shit in the whole skyscraper thing.
Yeah.
I remember they remade it back in like 2010.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Heroin.
It's just another one of those remakes that just didn't turn out very well, which is unfortunate because it's funny if you notice in the last like 5-10-ish years, they're getting better at remakes. For a while, remakes sucked.
Oh yeah, remember H2O?
They're getting better. What, Halloween?
Fuck it.
I watched that. I watched that last year because I'd never seen it. Yeah, terrible.
Awful.
And I watched the newer Halloween, not the newest one, the 2018 Halloween.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It wasn't bad.
Because I'm not a big Halloween fan.
Now this newest series is good.
Is there a series?
Yeah, it's Halloween. It's like 3 movies in it, but it's like basically an ending to the Halloween.
Okay. Well, is that the Halloween Ends, or is that
Halloween Ends? That's
a series.
That's the last
I thought that was a movie. Okay,
well, no, that's the last movie in the series.
Okay, when you said series, I thought you meant like a TV show.
No.
Got you. Yeah. I'm not a big Halloween fan, just because Michael Myers, there's nothing special. Like, why doesn't he die? He's just a normal person. And I think that's what messes up there. And the reason I like it, and you can go fuck yourself, is because of Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's fucking
hot.
She's ugly as shit.
Too hot, stitch the hiney.
She's ugly as shit. I am disappointed in some states, though. So it wasn't each state's favorite horror movie. It was favorite Halloween movie. And there was a lot of them that had Hocus Pocus 2. Not the original.
Not Hocus Pocus. I mean, the second one was decent.
I heard it was just okay.
But it wasn't great. It doesn't even touch the first one.
Yeah, the first one is great. It's classic.
But, I mean, they brought back this Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and I cannot remember the other ones. Great. I mean, you can tell that they aged a little bit, but they actually did really good with their makeup.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. Really, Hocus Pocus 2 over Hocus
Pocus 2. There was like 3 or 4 of them.
So, I'm not big in the horror genre anymore because it's so hard to find a good horror movie.
Yeah. Your indie movies are
I'm sure you probably heard we went and saw Terrifier 3.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm not even a fan of the movie series. I've never even fully watched it. I've seen half of the second one. I watched it with Jeremiah. And I've seen parts of the first one. I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard the third one was more funny than anything.
Well, I think the whole series. No, I think the first one's meant to be scary because there's not a whole lot of talk. It's really quiet, which is what makes it spooky. But the second and third one has more acting. They're not scary. They're a little gory.
Yeah, well, I heard not a little. I heard they're a lot gory.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. I've seen gorier.
Really?
Yeah, as gory as this was, it was like it was on purpose. Like, I think the Terrifier series is meant to make fun of like those 80s horror movies that you can. Watching them back then, it was like, oh my god. But watching them now, you're like,
some of the best gore that I've seen in movies is Saw.
Yeah,
because I mean,
nothing compared to Saw. Saw is way better.
A lot of the other gory stuff that you see is like, them slashing shit or Freddy with his claws, but no, it's like the most insane torture that you can think of. And it shows it on screen, not like leaving it to the imagination. It makes it really hard to watch. But
yeah, this one's just weird, and it's kind of hard to follow the story.
Oh, see, I heard there was supposed to be some kind of backstory with him in this one, but I don't. I have to watch the first two.
No, not that I can call. No real backstory, but I don't really know the story. I know they're trying to make Art the Clown like one of those icon. They're talking about he is one of the iconic horror. I mean, sure. I don't think it's like I said. He's weird. He's funny, but then he's also kind of scary. But they're just weird.
And isn't it like he has like a demon inside of him or something? Or
I don't know. I'm very confused. So
isn't he like? Don't they kill him and he comes back?
Yeah. So he's definitely supernatural.
Okay,
but I have no idea what it is because in this one, I don't even remember this. But there's another thing that's like a female character that's all disfigured face that's with him. I don't know who the fuck she is. Jeremiah was trying to explain to me that she's the sister of the main girl character, I think, or something like that. But that's just her body. She's been possessed by some sort of weird fucking demon.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing's just weird. It doesn't gross. It's gory, but it doesn't gross me. It's nothing like watching The Human Centipede. The Human Centipede, I watched the first two, and I started to watch the third one, but the acting was so horrible.
Right.
I couldn't finish it. But those are just, and there's not even a whole lot of blood in those. It's just like shit.
Yeah, it's
disgusting. Gore. It's fucking disgusting. Like after I watched the first one, I was like, I can say I watched it.
Yeah,
I'm not happy, but I watched it. So, but anyway, so I wanted to go over the top 10, the top 10 horror movies as decided by I want to say it was IBMD. Or IMBD or IG, I can't remember which one.
Okay, so
how we're going to start is I have them written down, but I'm going to give you a poorly explained. I'm going to have you guess first. We'll start with number 10, and I'm going to give you a poorly explained version of that movie via ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT, dude. Have you mess around with it more?
I haven't.
It's a
do
great
it enough for all of us.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. But
I did get it to write me a country song.
You have to give ChatGPT specific instructions. So like this one, it gave me some, but they were totally obvious. I was like, can you make it less obvious? And it did a little bit. I think some of them still might be obvious. And I will tell you before we start, one movie I haven't even heard of.
Okay.
You may have. I don't know. All right. So number 10, if you had to make a guess on your list, what would it be?
Oh God.
The number 10 top movie.
10 horror movies. Let's go with Psycho.
Psycho is not on the list.
Not number 10.
Psycho's
so I'm not guessing number 10. I'm guessing
I guess that's kind of hard to do. Just see if you can guess something that's on the list. All right. It.
The older or newer version.
Yeah, so it is on there.
Okay.
All right. I'll read off this one and then we'll just go from there. I'll give you the next one. So this one says there's this town where every 27 years a bunch of weird stuff starts happening and kids start disappearing. Group of kids who are all really into riding bikes and hanging out at the local quarry figure out that it's probably not just bad luck. Turns out there's this clown named Pennywise who lived in the sewers and has a real thing for balloons. He's not like a party clown, though. More of a turn your worst fears into nightmare fuel type. Anyway, the kids keep running into him in the most inconvenient places, but instead of, staying away from the sewers or creepy basements, they decide to take him on themselves. There's a lot of screaming, a few creepy hallucinations, and some questionable decisions, but in the end, they kind of just team up and get the clown a solid beat down. And even though they think it's over, they have a feeling the balloon-loving sewer clown might come back for another round. Yeah, so even maybe I could have had ChatGPT do it a little less obvious, but that was
Pennywise's.
Oh, that was number 10.
That's number 10.
Yeah, that's number 10 on the list.
Okay.
The original.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the newer one's not on the list. Oh. Okay, so from IMDb, they are kind of like retarded sometimes.
All right, so here's the next one.
Oh, hold on, I was gonna name one. Let's keep it old school. Dracula.
Dracula is not on there.
Okay.
No. All right. This family moves into a new house and everything's pretty normal until their son takes a nap that he apparently doesn't want to wake from. The parents are like, okay, maybe he's just really tired. But after a while, they start to worry. Weird stuff starts happening around the house. Doors opening by themselves, spooky whispers, and the mom's convinced it's haunted. The dad's like, nah, it's fine. Until things get really out of hand. They bring in some Ghostbusters, but instead of gadgets, they just use flashlights and talk about something called the Further, which sounds like a distant vacation spot. Turns out the kid's not just napping, he's off exploring this creepy dream world, and some sketchy ghost dude with red face paint really wants to hang out with him.
I know what this is.
The dad has to go in and bring him back, but it's a bit of a challenge because apparently getting lost in a haunted dreamland is harder than it sounds. In the end, they think they fix everything, but surprise, it's not fixed at all.
So the part where, the Further gave it away. I thought it was originally the Amityville Horror, but then whenever you said about the kid being asleep, it's Insidious.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite movies.
It is, and it's weird because it's not super scary.
Yeah, but
it's a good story. Like it's a really good horror movie. Very well done.
The first time you watch it, it is scary because there are some good jump scares, like when the little boy or is that the second one or the first one? When the little boy is like pops out of the what is it, a cabinet or something?
I have to watch it again. I think that's the first one.
Through the tulips.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's parts of it are kind of funny, and then the red demon at the end. Like I didn't think that he was all that scary.
No, not really scary looking. I think it was just the thought of what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, and I started watching the third one, which is when what's his face, Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton.
The boy is older.
Yeah,
looks like the mom and dad are divorced.
Yeah,
I haven't finished it yet, but I did start watching it.
That's where the Nun spinoff came from, right? I hated the Nun. I thought it was so stupid.
All right. Next on the list, I've seen this movie once.
Okay.
This true crime writer moves his family into a new house because obviously living where a bad thing happened is a great idea for inspiration. He finds this old box of home movies in the attic, and instead of, calling someone about it, he decides to watch them all. The videos are pretty creepy, but he's like, this will make for a great book. Meanwhile, his family starts hearing weird noises and seeing shadows, but he's too busy playing detective to notice. There's all this creepy guy with a serious photobombing habit who keeps showing up in the films, but no one's sure who invited him. As things unravel, the writer figures out that maybe moving into a murder house wasn't the best choice, especially when the creepy guy starts getting more active. In the end, it's really just a lesson about how binge watching old movies can go wrong.
This is actually one of me and Ashley's favorite movies. And I swear to God, we were just talking about this 2 days ago, and right now the title of it is like flipping my. It's Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, it's definitely Ethan Hawke.
Fuck is the name of it? It's like
it's one word, and it's another word for evil.
Start with an S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I can't think of it.
Sinister.
That's what it is. I love that movie.
I do like this one. I haven't seen it in a while, though.
The twist at the end, it was. I loved it.
Is it him in the movies? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen this one.
I remember, like, he's so, like, it's you see him in the old movies.
Okay.
I can't remember. I have to watch it again.
Yeah, I love that movie when I saw it. Yeah. It was good. All right. There's this guy named Michael who for some reason really loves wearing a mask.
Oh my God.
He's not super talkative, but he's got a thing for visiting his hometown every once in a while. He had some family drama when he was younger, but instead of, therapy, he spends his time walking around the neighborhood, usually at night. This babysitter, Lori, is minding her own business, but Michael seems really interested in what she's up to. He mostly just follows her around, sometimes hiding behind bushes, and no one really knows what his deal is. There's also this doctor who's been trying to catch up with Michael for years, but he's always a step behind. Things get a little tense, but in the end, Michael's just really hard to get rid of, and Lori's just trying to survive a very awkward Halloween night. Definitely not your typical trick-or-treating experience.
Yeah, this is the most obvious one out of all, and probably the most popular Halloween.
Yeah, definitely. Great movie. Yeah. I think the first one was good, but after that, I never really got in the Halloween series.
I liked the first couple of them, and then I liked the newer ones. I thought they were good.
I just thought it was weird that he doesn't die.
I mean, it's the same thing with Jason.
Jason's more like but he did die. There's like a supernatural aspect that I'd have to watch all the Friday 13th again, but that they kind of explain.
Yeah.
Whereas Michael Myers, there's no explanation. He's just a psychopath that doesn't die for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's true. But
of course, they also kind of kill him in strange ways. Like I just watched the 2018 version. Instead of just shooting him in the fucking head, they light the house on fire.
Yeah.
Like I already know that, hey, well, obviously he probably survived. He probably got burned, but he probably survived.
Unless you see his fucking body, just bones. He's still alive.
But, I mean, I think horror movies, they do that intentionally, but I'm like, duh. And you had all those guns, shoot him in the fucking head.
Right.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I agree.
Take a guess at it. I'll tell you what, guess another one, and then once you get it
I'm going to say The Conjuring.
The Conjuring, yes. Conjuring is number 3.
Okay. That's definitely in my top 3 all time.
Yeah, The Conjuring was number 3. This family moves into a new house in the middle of nowhere, and like everything is fine at first, but then weird things start happening. Clock stop, door slam, and the dog just isn't into the whole vibe. Mom notices it the most and starts getting these cool new bruises, but she doesn't seem too worried. So they call in this couple who's really into old houses and creepy stuff. The wife seems to feel everything, and the husband just carries a bunch of gadgets around. They basically hang out with the family, asking questions and walking around the house, trying to figure out why it's not so chill anymore. Things escalate a bit when they find a secret room, and someone ends up getting a makeover that no one asked for. In the end, they do some rituals, and everyone feels a little better, though the house is probably still not great for the real estate.
Rituals.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie, and I like the idea of like the husband and wife duo that kind of goes around doing like their own versions of exorcisms.
Well, I mean, they're a real couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're like actual real. I mean, that's a real story there.
Yeah.
Right. Is there another slasher on this list?
Yes.
I'm gonna say Scream.
Not Scream.
Friday the 13th.
Nope.
Freddy. Slasher.
All right, so let me. It's going to make it easy.
Okay.
A group of friends is on a road trip through rural Texas, just trying to have a good time when their van breaks down. They're hoping for some help, but the locals are not super friendly. They stop by this big house that looks kind of run down, and one by one they start disappearing inside, like they're just really into exploring abandoned places. Meanwhile, there's this guy who loves wearing masks and playing with power tools, especially chainsaws, but not in the way you'd expect. Friends aren't super into his hobby, so they try to leave, but it gets tricky. There's a big family gathering vibe at the end, and dinner gets a little awkward. In the end, one person manages to find a creative way to get out of there, but it's safe to say they won't be coming back anytime soon.
It's fun fact. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually did not happen in Texas.
Really?
It happened in Wisconsin.
So wait, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre based off a true event?
Yeah, it's based off a true event that actually happened in Wisconsin.
Just because show there's some crazy fucking people.
Yeah, it's just the Wisconsin Chainsaw Massacre doesn't sound right.
See, and I put Halloween up there as one of those slasher movies that I think most do. I mean, it's a horror movie, but it's a real person who just likes killing people. I don't know if it's probably the creepiest, but it's the one that sticks out in my memory and the weirdest one. Also, Wax.
Oh,
that's a good movie.
The scene.
Go ahead.
Where he gets his Achilles snipped.
Yeah,
that was the scene. It was so hard to watch.
What? Where it happened, or after he starts coating him in wax as he's alive?
Well, yeah, I mean that. But like
that fucks with me when I think about he's alive, and conscious, feeling everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I think he gave him some sort of sedative so that he couldn't move. Right?
Yeah.
But other than that, he can feel everything.
Yep.
As he's being shaved and then covered in hot wax alive.
Yes.
That for whatever reason, that scene in itself makes that movie.
Well, him getting his fucking Achilles snipped, like, oh my god, that was hard to watch.
Yeah,
to be honest, Texas Chainsaw Massacre wouldn't be in my top 10. It's okay. It's just it's a plain slasher movie.
If I want to watch a good one, House of a Thousand Corpses.
That was good.
Was crazy.
Dude, the hills have eyes.
Yeah.
Hostel.
Yeah, Hostel was good.
Fucking good. Like watching that fucking eyeball out of that girl's face.
Yeah. And that's what I said, I've seen gorier than the Terrifier.
Right.
The Terrifier makes an attempt, but it's not that well done. There's way better.
The Wrong Turn?
Yeah, Wrong Turn was really good. All right. Go ahead and make another guess.
Okay. No more slashers?
What do we got?
We got 4 left.
1, 2. I don't think this one's a slasher. No, I don't think there's any more slashers.
Okay.
It looks like the rest involve ghosts of some kind.
So let's go with either The Haunting or House on Haunted Hill.
Oh. And when I say ghosts, like ghost/demons.
13 Ghosts. Ghost Ship. I know that wouldn't be on there, but Ghost Ship was
Don't
good.
take ghosts literally.
Well, I know. They were some of my favorite ones.
These 2 of them are classics, old classics.
Old, like before we were born.
Yeah.
What's that one dude? He's all fucking white. Kind of looks like Dracula, I guess, but
Nosferatu?
Yeah, Nosferatu. No.
That's a good one. That's kind of the original Dracula, but no. Did you see the remake in that?
Are they?
Yeah, they're remaking it.
That's good. Well, I know who should play him too. You ever watch Gotham? Oh. I don't know what else he's been in. Anyway, fuck.
2 of them are very popular classics.
Very popular classic. Like, are we talking like 70s or like
70s?
Already said Psycho.
All right, let me do number 4.
Oh, I like American Psycho.
This guy gets a sweet job as a winter caretaker at a hotel in the mountains, and it's basically like a paid vacation for him and his family.
I can't believe
the hotel's super nice, but also pretty empty, except for a few guests who never seem to check out. The dad's supposed to work on his writing, but he mostly spends time wandering around the hotel, making friends with the guests and chatting with the bartender who doesn't really have much to say. His son, meanwhile, rides his tricycle around and occasionally talks to his imaginary friend. Oh, and the mom just tries to keep things together, but she's not really into the vibe either. Eventually, the dad gets a bit too into his new hobby of chasing people with an axe, and the family has a disagreement in a hedge maze. It's a bit chilly, but everything works out more or less.
The Shining.
The Shining, yeah. Did you know that they remade The Shining back in the 90s?
I remember there was a TV series. It was a 3-part.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
It was a 6-part series, and that actually scared the shit out of me.
It was good, but the ending was different.
Yeah, it was different.
Because in the ending, the father is kind of like, okay, he kind of like escapes with the family, whereas in This one, all I remember is just the end. Jack Nicholson is frozen.
Yeah.
Winter Wasteland.
What about Pet Sematary?
No, Pet Sematary is not on here. I'm pretty sure that was like 80s. Let's go. I don't think you're going to get number. I don't even know what number 2 is. Let's go with number 6 on here. This is a good movie. Came out in the early 2000, like between 2000 2010.
Okay.
The second I read the first sentence, you're going to get it though.
Then skip the first sentence.
Okay. I gotta skip the second one. Gotta skip the third one. No, it mentions there's one word. As soon as I say, you're going to know what it is.
Does that have to do with zombies?
No. This one has to do with like a demon/ghost as well. I'll just read it because you're going to get
not
it.
White Noise.
No, not White Noise. Oh, that was a good one.
I love White Noise.
Okay, thinking of white noise, thinking of something that produces white noise. This movie is closely related to that.
Well, something that produces white noise would be a TV.
Okay.
Not Poltergeist. That's the biggest one. Oh, The Ring.
The Ring.
The Ring. That is the one movie in the theater. Like when I've seen horror movies in theaters, that's the one that scared me the most.
Really?
Collectively, as an entire audience, when she came through the TV, the entire fucking audience yelled, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, it's good. There's this creepy VHS tape that people keep watching, even though it's not really a blockbuster hit. The tape is basically just a bunch of random artsy shots, like a well, some weird shapes, and a girl brushing her hair. But then after watching it, your phone rings, and someone tells you that you've got like 7 days to live, which is kind of an odd follow-up. A reporter starts looking into the whole situation because her niece watched it and had a rough time afterward.
Naomi Watts.
She does a lot of research, watches the tape, bad move, and tries to piece together why this girl with the hair and a love for wells is so mad. Things get intense when she starts seeing the girl everywhere, especially near water, and tries to beat the clock. In the end, the solution involves more VHS tapes because apparently the whole problem could have been avoided with better distribution.
Facts. Yeah, first of all, Naomi Watts is hot.
Hi, honey.
It's hot.
Hey, poke your head in here real quick. You won't be on camera. You don't have to. Just poke it in the other side. You gotta see Danny's costume. You don't even know what he is.
Fat Thor.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Is it still overheating?
What's up, dog?
Hi.
Hi.
You've seen Avengers, haven't you?
He's Fat Thor. You know, who am I? I'm buddy. I say don't tell Chloe and don't tell Reagan. Secret for Halloween, okay? Alright, so don't tell them. For trick or treating. Alright. Secret? Pinky promise?
My man.
Love you. Oh, that's right. He's spending the night. I forgot. All right. What do we got? Oh, we got the top 2 left. So the second one. I'm going to read this off to you. If you get it, you're...
Okay.
Well, I'd say I'd jerk you off, poor brother. So
yeah, that's weird. Don't fucking...
I will pay for you to get a hand job.
All right, bet.
This family is going through some stuff after their grandma passes away, but it's all fine at first. The mom gets super into her arts and crafts, the son just wants to hang with his friends, and the daughter's kind of quirky, like she really loves nuts and birdhead for some reason. Then something happens with the daughter during a car ride, and things get complicated. The family doesn't really talk about it much, but the mom starts getting into some interesting hobbies involving books and candles. The son has a rough time at school, and the dad is just trying to keep it all together. There's also a tree house that becomes important somehow, but in the end, it's really just about the family working through some like inherited issue. I don't know why ChatGPT keeps like everything. And a weird group of strangers might be involved, but who knows why they're so invested.
When was this made?
I don't know. I think it's a newer one, like 2000s and beyond. I want to say, based off of the picture I saw, like 2010 and beyond. I'm gonna have to watch this. If this is number 2, I need to watch this movie.
It kind of sounds like It Follows, but weird car ride. Oh. Oh my god. No, I can't think of the name of the movie.
Treehouse. Hereditary.
I've actually seen this. This one I have not seen.
Okay. I need to watch this. If this is number 2, I need to see this movie.
Apparently, Reddit. Is this the one that's in Spanish?
I don't know. Here, can't really see it all that well.
Come on, you fucker. Hereditary. Yeah, because I know the woman. It's Toni Collette. But no, it's not in Spanish. Yeah, so Ashley said she's seen this. She said it was really, really good. So.
I need to watch. If it's number 2 all time, I need to see this.
From what I understand, it's really, really good.
Okay. All right, last one. You're going to kick yourself for not getting this. There's this girl who starts acting kind of weird after playing with some board game. And her mom's like, I guess it's just a phase. Then she gets really into weird acrobatics and starts talking in a funny voice.
Oh.
Her mom freaks out, so they bring in this guy who's like a therapist, but for spirits. He's not really sure what's going on either, so he calls his buddy, and the two of them just kind of hang out in her room for a while saying stuff to her. It gets intense, but honestly, no one's quite sure what her problem was. By the end, things get back to normal, though it involves a lot of yelling and someone leaving in a hurry.
Yeah, wasn't there like a few of them?
I think
it's one of the most popular ones.
They remade it.
And what the fuck? Why can I not think of the name?
You still can't think of the name?
No, I can picture her fucking face, like the demon fucking face, and fucking
you are gonna kick yourself.
Projectile. I knew what the movie is, like projectile vomiting.
I can't believe you can't.
But
think
it's
of the name.
Oh my god. What's the name?
The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
The hell you been drinking?
I don't know. My brain's not working right today. It's just fucking wig. It's fucking with me.
It's fucking with your memory, isn't it?
I can't think of anything because I'm trying to keep the fucking hair out of my eyes and mouth.
Oh shit. So I wanted to talk about, aside from those, your favorite scary movies, because I wrote down some of my favorite ones that always stick out to me, and none of them were on this list.
Okay, well, 3 of them are on that list.
Okay,
of mine.
What would you say your all-time favorite is?
My all-time favorite scary movie that if I pop it on, no matter when, no matter for Halloween, I have to watch it. It's got to be The Ring.
Okay, yeah.
That was like the movie that when I first watched it, especially that particular scene, it made me jump out of my seat.
Okay. So most of mine, there's only one of mine you may not know.
Okay.
My first one is Poltergeist. That's my favorite. Yep. The whole series, as we talked about before, is my favorite. The other one, or my number 2, doesn't always get labeled as horror, but it's sci-fi horror. The Alien series.
Oh yeah, that's a great. They're great.
Easily one of my favorite movie franchises of all time.
Yep.
Number 3, Jaws. Jaws series.
Absolutely.
That freaks me out. There's times when not so much anymore, but when I was younger, even though I knew, like if we were to go out to Rocky Gap, I know there's no sharks in there, but just looking out into the vastness of the water,
because you don't know what's under there.
It's like there could be something right there, and I can't see.
It's the unknown. It's the unknown. Yeah.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Fucked me up. The first 2 especially.
Yep.
Number 5. These aren't necessarily in order. The Thing. The 80s version with Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it was all right.
Hey, that's a great series. I loved it. Like I can watch that movie over and over again. It's the whole idea of like which one is the alien type thing. I'm gonna skip my last one for a moment. One of my favorite, it's definitely in the horror franchise. Not that I think it's scary, but I just love them. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, out of all the slashers, Freddy's my favorite
characters. Freddy is he's scary enough. He's also kind of funny at times, but he's scary enough, and just the whole idea of the dream.
Yeah, the dream world. Yeah, like he can only get you in your dreams.
Yeah, like so don't fall asleep. Like that's freaky to me.
Yeah, that's a whole other aspect to that situation.
One of my favorite ones, and I love the whole demons and devil shit. This one was not a super popular one, probably more of a cult classic, The Prince of Darkness.
I don't remember that.
Okay. So this one is one that takes place in the 80s. Remember the two main, I don't know their names, the two main Chinese character dudes from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
So the older guy,
yep.
and then the Wang, the Chinese.
Yes.
They're in this.
Okay.
So let me, I didn't save this, so I wonder if there's a trailer, because that would really do it justice. Yep. It's by John Carpenter.
Okay.
What started? A change in the earth and the sky. His power.
It's Alice
There's
Cooper
a
right
weird
there.
locking mechanism. Looks like it can only be opened from the inside.
A life form is growing out of prebiotic fluid. It's not winding down into disorder. It's self-organizing. It's becoming something. What?
I've never heard of this movie.
I saw it. I found it years ago. I don't know. I don't even know where I saw it. Maybe I had cable or where I saw it from. I just showed it, and I wasn't even showing the right tab. But oh well. Or no, I was. Yeah, I was on the right one. I don't remember where I saw it for the first time, and I was like, "Yeah, it's such a good movie." And it's. I mean, it's not even. I don't know. It was just cool, and I'd never seen it. Like I found like I was like, "Oh, I found like this hidden gem." So it's definitely one of my favorite. I could watch it. I don't know if I could watch it all the time, but at least once a year I could watch that.
Because there looked like some bad acting.
Yeah. Some of it's not all that good, and it's kind of the whole idea. Like, there's not a whole lot of jump scares. It's just really the story behind it was pretty good. It's like in like the devil and the Antichrist, and it's pretty cool. Like the concept of it.
For me, I mean, I said The Ring, The Conjuring, and Insidious are two of my favorites. A couple others that I already mentioned. White Noise. I love Michael Keaton anyway. Like, just like the premise behind White Noise, him being able to communicate with his wife, who's from the afterlife, is trying to help him, like, save people.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was cool as shit.
Yeah.
I love the movie Drag Me to Hell. Have you ever watched that?
I think so.
You know, the little twist at the end where, like, they're at the train station. It has Justin Long in it. And I think that's his girlfriend, the one that, like, the main character.
I'm trying to remember. See, I've seen many of these, and it's been so long. I've only watched them once. I don't remember.
A woman puts a curse on her because he's like I guess a loan officer at a bank. So the main character, and she goes for some old woman goes for a loan. She can't help her, and so the woman puts a curse on her. And that she's going to get taken to hell. Well, at the very end of the movie, she thinks she broke the curse, but the very end of the movie is these fucking hands from hell reaching up and just dragging her down through the earth into fucking hell.
Damn.
That one, and then another one. This is from, I believe, the 80s, Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
That's the one where...
It's not even that scary, but that's a good movie.
It is a good movie. That's the one where they put the record
play backwards. The rock artist that died, like, comes back as, like, a weird demon.
Was that the evil character? Wasn't it a rock star? Or?
It was a real rock star. I think it was.
It wasn't Alice Cooper, was it?
No. Maybe it wasn't a real Trick or Treat, because there's been multiple ones. Trick or Treat movie... Because it's not this one.
No. Original.
1986. There we go.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Well, look at cast.
Did you? I was getting ready to type it in. Okay, here we go.
That's Gene Simmons?
No, Gene Simmons plays a different character.
Oh,
Sammy Kerr. Hold on, you're pulling that. Hold on this. I'm pretty sure it's this Sammy Kerr because that's the name of the character, wasn't it?
No, his real name. Well, his real name is Tory Fields.
Tony Fields.
Or Tony Fields.
The character's name was Sammy Kerr. I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah. So
that's
maybe it was.
I don't think it was a real rock star.
Okay.
If it was, I don't know who Sammy Kerr is. And
yeah, I love that movie. That was a great movie.
Let's look this up. Sammy Kerr. I'm gonna feel dumb if it's like.
Remember the scene in the car where like the ghost is like feeling up the girl in the back seat?
Dude, that was fucking hot.
Yeah, it was hot. And
it's fucking weird, but it's hot as shit.
But then it kills her.
Did it kill her?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought she just had ended up going to the hospital.
I'm pretty sure she died.
Not Sir Kerr. I want to know if he's actually the main antagonist. He was a heavy metal rock star who died in a series who portrayed by the late Tony Fields. Oh, duh. Tony Fields. I just want to know if Tony Fields was an American dancer and actor, so no, he wasn't a rock star.
Okay. He was just creepy.
Yeah, he was definitely, I mean, he played the part very well.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you a question. I've tried to figure this movie out for probably 15 to 20 years. I remember watching this movie as a kid, and I don't remember a lot about it. All I remember is two kids alone in a house. I don't know where the parents are, but there are things that are living, or not living, there are things in the wall that keep trying to, they come through the wall and they keep trying to pull the kids into the walls. And I don't remember what the hell the
is there more? Is it just that, or is there more to it?
I think there's more to it. I don't remember a lot about. We had this conversation.
Are you talking about the gate? Does the one kid have the eyeball in the hand?
Yes,
the gate.
The gate.
Yeah, the gate. That's Steven Dorff.
Who's Steven Dorff again?
He.
I know I've heard that name.
You've heard the name. I don't remember what all he's been in.
The Gate.
This is Steven Dorff, right?
1987. Okay. Yeah. All right.
He's older now. He played the main antagonist in Blade. That's all I really remember him from.
When their parents leave town for the weekend.
That is a good movie.
Al used the opportunity to throw a party while little brother Glenn and his friend Terry decide to explore a hole left by a tree removal service in the backyard.
And it's like a gate to another, or like hell or something like that.
With the help of his extensive heavy metal music collection, comes to the conclusion that he and Glenn have accidentally opened a gateway to... Okay, that made sense. The gate. I'm going to have to try to find that.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like the creepiest part of the movie is like he's got like an eye in his hand.
Yes. That part, I didn't remember that until you just said it.
And then he ends up stabbing it.
Yes.
Later on. Like,
I'm so glad.
Towards the end of the movie.
So glad I figured that out.
We had that conversation before.
Maybe
we didn't. So staying, once again with the scary movie genre, I have some horror movie trivia for you.
Oh, all right.
I tried to keep, I didn't want these to be too easy, but I wanted them to be somewhat difficult.
Okay.
But that was based off of my knowledge. So these might be really easy for you, or they might be really hard.
Okay.
Who is the murderer in the first Friday the 13th movie?
It's the sister, isn't it? Mm-hmm. No, the mom.
The mom. Jason Voorhees' mom is the murderer. Which is just weird because it looks like Jason.
Yeah, absolutely.
What item did Nancy pull out of her dream in the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Item did she pull? Was it Freddy's ear?
Not his ear, but it's something of Freddy's. What's he notorious for?
His claw.
Not just his claws, or something else he wears.
His glove?
No, that's
his hat.
His hat. She pulls Freddy's hat out.
I could have swore she pulled his ear out.
No. I think there is maybe one of them, like during a dream sequence, she like pulls the ear off or something. What was Chucky's real name in Child's Play?
Oh, that I don't think I've ever known. Maybe I've heard it before. I don't know.
This is probably Reagan's favorite horror movie series.
Chucky?
She dressed up as Chucky last year.
I love Chucky.
He loves Chucky.
I love
she sleeps with a Chucky doll.
Really?
Girl's fucking weird.
I even love like the
right. I love you, but you're weird.
What was it? The Seed of Chucky.
The Seed of Chucky wasn't bad.
The Bride of Chucky was good.
Chucky was good. I did like Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
Really Charles Lee Ray.
Okay.
A very basic bitch name, to be honest.
Yeah, because wasn't he a murderer or something, or like a serial killer?
He was like a murderer and then died, and then but he was like into like possession and stuff. So he was able to come back. What breed of dog was Cujo?
Wait, Cujo. From Pet? No, not Pet Sematary.
No, Cujo's it's Stephen King, but it's its own movie. I've only ever seen it once, and it's a good movie.
The name of the movie is Cujo.
Cujo.
See, I've heard of this, but I've never seen it before.
Oh, it's good.
Let's
good.
go
I
with
think it's got Ali Sheedy in it.
Saint Bernard.
Very good, Saint Bernard. Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you had to go with a big dog. It's either that or like German Shepherd or something like that. Yeah, he was a Saint Bernard.
Damn, I'm good.
Okay, so this one is from one of my favorites. You might not get this one if you don't think it's all that great. How many survivors are there at the end of The Thing?
Oh, I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
So you've never seen the Kurt Russell version?
I don't think so.
Where they're like in Antarctica?
No.
Oh, you need to see this. It's a good movie.
Okay.
There's two. It's Kurt Russell's character who's Childs, and then the dude who's the new Zavala. Destiny. I can't remember his name.
All right.
McCready is his name in the movie. They're the only two left, and they're both kind of sitting there because they don't know if either one's been kind of the alien in this kind of replicates. Like once it touches you, it can replicate you.
Okay.
And so they're just kind of sitting there staring at each other because they don't know if either one has been infected. I'm pretty sure neither one has. I'm pretty sure they killed it, but it ends right there.
I'll have to check it out.
This quote is from what sci-fi horror flick? Game over, man. Game over.
I've definitely seen it.
You've definitely seen this. And if I tell you the actor, it'll definitely give it away.
Shining.
No.
American Psycho.
No. Sci-fi horror.
Sci-fi horror. Alien.
Yeah. Aliens. Bill Paxton. Right after the Marines get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton's character is one of the ones to survive. They're like, game over, man. Game over.
Okay, I remember
it's
that
whenever
scene.
they find out that the place is going to explode in like 12 hours.
I remember that scene.
In the beginning of Scream, what was Drew Barrymore's character cooking?
Popcorn. You know, she was originally cast as Sydney.
I figured because, Drew Barrymore was a pretty big name, and she only played in that small part. Of course, then they put her on the cover because she's such a big star.
That's the whole point of it. She actually came up with the idea of her playing that character at the beginning, because then if they kill off Drew Barrymore, what else are they going to do in this movie? So it's setting the beginning up.
Who knows? That could be why it was such a good movie.
Yeah, well, that's like she came out and said that's why she wanted to play that first character more than the Sydney character
because she wanted it to be a good movie.
And she, I said, if they kill off Drew Barrymore at the beginning, what else are they going to do in this movie?
I respect that. I do like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, and to put her on the cover, that just throws you off.
It really does throw you off because you think she's one of the main characters, and she's really not. What is Chucky's favorite game in Child's Play 2?
Hide the seat.
Close. Hide the soul.
Hide the soul.
That's the game he made. He made up to tell the kid to get him to get them to play.
All right.
Who portrays Lestat in Interview with a Vampire?
Is that Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Okay. What was the Oh my god! What was the Brad Pitt vampire movie? Or was he in that also? Okay. All right.
Yeah. I think it was like the first movie the two of them played in together. Because those were like the two heartthrobs of that time. What country, because this is another one of my favorite horrors. I forgot to throw this one out there. What country is the new spider species found in Arachnophobia?
I've never seen this movie.
You've never seen Arachnophobia with Jeff Daniels?
No. What do you mean?
Arachnophobia. With the spiders.
No.
John Good.
The only
you are foolish. You're fucking lying to me. There's no way.
The only spider movie that I remember, and I never even watched it, was that fucking, what was it, 8-Legged Freaks or something? The one with the guy who's married, or was married to Courtney Cox.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're pausing for a minute because my brother's fucking trolling me right now.
What year did this go? 1990?
Yeah.
No.
There's no way you never saw this. numerous times when I was a kid.
I didn't like spiders, dude.
Country now. It's time to work through this irrational.
I didn't like spiders.
That's the idea.
The Jennings family has just moved to the small town of Canaima.
Oh, Ross, smell that air.
I can't believe you haven't seen this movie.
No, I've never
Have a
seen this.
simpler life.
This looks stupid.
Bullfrog? Okay.
It's the perfect place,
Goodbye crime, goodbye grime.
except for one pesky little problem.
Come with me and look at the
A
web.
spider!
I have a
Terrible fear of spiders. Come on, we live in the country now. It's time to work through this irrational, paralyzing terror.
It's not irrational.
Hollywood Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present Jeff Daniels
Honey, we're in the living room. We need you to kill a spider.
and John Goodman.
Bill McClintock, Infestation Management.
I thought it's just a spider.
Would anybody object if I tore this floor out?
I would.
False alarm, then lead on. There's no spider here.
Every so often in a little town somewhere, there is a health scare.
There's a rumor going around that some kind of spider might have killed Sam Metcalf.
Doubtful.
Spiders make convenient culprits.
There's no spider here.
I think one of your Venezuelan spiders hitched a ride here. There may be some spiders around here that are very dangerous.
God, chill out.
Just run.
They spread out from a central nest in a web-like pattern and dominate the entire area. When that happens, this town is dead.
Better uncork my private stock.
You like corny ass movies.
This was a good movie.
This looks corny as
Hollywood
fuck.
I mean, the
and
trailer
Amblin
doesn't really do it
Entertainment
justice, but this is a creepy movie, especially if you don't like spiders.
Arachnophobia, 8 legs, 2 fangs, and an attitude.
Perk up, Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, the
And
trailer makes it cornier than what it really is, but that's a scary.
8 legs, and an attitude. Really? Because I didn't see one fucking attitude from the fucking spiders.
It doesn't even show you the big spider, but anyway, Venezuela is where they're from.
Oh yeah, he said that in the
Yeah,
trailer.
the Venezuelan spider.
That looks stupid.
You're fucking gay. Fucking, you're not fat Thor. You're gay.
No,
Thor.
you just like fucking corny ass fucking old movies.
Here's another one. This is another good one. I don't know if I'd put it as a horror movie, but I think it's supposed to be. At the end of Lake Placid,
Okay.
how many alligators die?
All of them. 7.
Yeah, how many alligators do you think there are in Lake Placid? Do you remember this movie?
I've seen it one time and like halfway
Bill
through.
Pullman, Bridget Fonda.
And I'm not gonna lie, I saw it when I was with a girl, and I don't think I finished
It's a
the
good
movie.
movie. Why? What else were you doing?
Don't worry about it. What a guy's supposed to be doing. The
Paying attention to the movie.
The original Netflix and chill. Come on now.
No, Lake Placid. So there's this huge alligator.
Well,
that,
yeah, I remember the giant.
Eddie White's character is feeding like large cows. That's why it gets so big.
Yeah.
And you think there's just one alligator, but there's 2 alligators. This big one, and then at the end it's the offspring. So there's only one that died. The big one they tranquilize, and I guess they ship it off to like some sort of zoo or something. I don't know what they do with it. But anyway, so there's only one that dies. The offspring comes out at the end, which they didn't even know it existed. They thought it was just the one.
Maybe it was just okay. Well, the parts I saw.
It's not super scary, but it was just cool. It was cool thinking like a huge ass alligator in some private lake, which is kind of the reason why like Rocky Gap would scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
How long do you have to live after watching the videotape in the ring?
7 days.
Yeah, it was an easy one. Here's another good scary movie. Why is the road to Silent Hill closed?
Wasn't it because of fog? I don't remember then. It's been so long since I've seen this.
So in the actual city in the movie, there's a coal fire burning underground, and it just continues to burn over and over and basically killed people in the city.
Okay.
What is the name of the possessed girl in The Exorcist? If you could remember the name, you probably can give this name.
Well, it wasn't that I couldn't remember that. It was just a brain fart. That was why I couldn't remember the name of it. No, I don't know what the hell her name was.
Reagan.
I don't think I ever knew that.
We already talked about this, but what state does the Blair Witch Project take place in?
Maryland.
What is the name of the hotel in The Shining?
Oh my god. I know it's in Colorado.
Is it in Colorado?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! What the fuck is the name of that? I can't remember.
The Overlook Hotel.
Overlook. That's what it was. God damn it.
I haven't seen this one in a long time, but I have seen this movie before. What is the child's name in The Omen?
I've seen this one time.
It was a good series. It's good. Oh, well, at least the first one was good. I'd have to watch some of the other ones again.
Was it like Thomas?
No.
I don't know.
Damien. Which is probably the closest, like, when you think of the name Damien, that just feels like a devil type name.
The name Damien does mean devil.
Does it mean devil?
Yes.
So why the fuck would someone name their kid Damien unless you were like,
probably because they had some kind of like omen about the kid. No, that's why. I don't know if you never really followed DMX. He had multiple songs on like he would have like a song per album or every couple albums with called like Damien.
Really?
And it was him talking to the devil.
Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. I didn't know that.
Yep.
How long does the purge last?
Is it 24 hours? Or is it 1 week?
Oh, it's definitely not a week.
So it's less than a week.
Yeah.
It's not 24 hours. 48 hours? 3 days.
Oh, you're going the wrong direction.
12 hours?
12 hours. 1 night, 1 evening.
I thought it went for a whole day.
I think it starts like 6 or 7 in the evening until 6 or 7 the following.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the first one. I haven't seen the one after that.
Apparently there's like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. I've only ever saw the first one.
There's like prequels and...
What is the entity's name in Paranormal Activity?
Or
at least what are we told its name is? It's not.
There was only one entity?
Yeah. There's only one.
Because I remember the one movie, I think it was
this is just Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, I know, but like it was connected to because weren't they witches?
Yeah, it was like
or
a
something?
cult of witches of some kind. It's
Uh,
not like a demonic type name. It's a normal name.
Because it's all black, isn't it? No. Fuck, I don't know. I can't remember.
Probably the least demonic name I could ever think of. Toby.
Because didn't one of their kids was talking to it
In
or
the
something?
second one, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Right.
What town does Jaws take place in? This is the last question.
Oh my god. Is it a real town?
I don't know. I don't think. I'll give you a hint. It's an island. That's part of the name.
Mariana Island. I don't know.
Amity Island.
Amity. I don't think I ever knew that.
Really?
No. Damn, I only got like maybe half of that.
Guess you're not as big of a scary movie fan as I thought.
Probably not.
And those are ones I would have gotten almost all of those.
I mean, that's not like my favorite genre of movies, so.
Yeah, porn's his favorite.
So. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, are you excited for trick-or-treating?
Well, dude, my wife is going to be in Florida.
Oh,
on
that's
that
right.
day. Yeah. I think Kaylee's coming over because she wants to pass out candy at my house. So, I guess
she's gonna hand out candy.
Well, she is. I don't.
See,
I don't like kids, so
we go out to since Darcy and Brandon moved out this way. We go to Bel Air because Bel Air is like a great place to trick or treat.
That's
so
what
I go
I've
out,
heard.
and then for the last 3 years, well, this will be the 4th year. I go with the kids and I dress up too.
Yeah.
I started with Jack Shellington there a few years ago. I paid $100 for that costume.
Damn.
And then the following year, I didn't have time to get a costume, but I dressed up in like kind of like a Steve Irwin type character. And I dressed Ellie up and I pretend like I was like walking around with this wild beast.
What the fuck?
And then last year I was Dr. Professor. Because remember I ran.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I ran into Dickin.
Yeah.
So
no, when the kids were little, my nieces were little, Caleb was little, I went with them and all that, but like I don't like handing out candy. I don't like kids.
I'm not really interested in handing out candy. Now Tammy doesn't walk with us. She'll sit there at their house while we go.
Yeah.
That doesn't really interest me. I mean, I guess I would do it. I don't know. I think once, to your point, once you don't have any little ones anymore,
Yeah.
it kind of loses its appeal. So I still have Connor, Chloe, and Reagan.
Right.
Channing and Caden didn't go. Caden stayed back last year, and help Tammy hand out candy. But Channing went last year. Still walked around.
Caleb has gone. I think 2 years ago is when he finally stopped, when he was 17.
Yeah, which, I mean, I think you should. Once you get to a certain age, you don't need to be trick-or-treating.
Yeah, because we were in... I don't think we even went in high school. I know I didn't.
No, I went... I don't remember the last time I went.
I went when I was in middle school.
I think it was middle school.
Yeah, but in high school, I didn't go.
Yeah. What's some of the Halloween candies that you just think are shit?
Shit, candy corn is my number one.
Number one worst. I don't
fucking
know who
hate.
the fuck eats that shit.
Apparently, a lot of people love it. Ashley loves it. Ugh. I think it's fucking disgusting. Candy corn. That's probably the only candy I won't eat for Halloween.
I have a couple, and I'm not a super picky person, but
there's taffy. The taffy that's wrapped in the black wax paper and the orange.
I don't know what they're called. I didn't write them down, but they're not very good.
I don't like them either.
I think they're supposed to be kind of like a. It's a caramel.
I think they're a taffy. And yeah, they were big when we were kids, but I don't see them anymore.
That's like old people candy.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Likes them. Good and Plenty's, which are basically like black licorice.
Oh yeah, anything black licorice.
Yeah,
I thought they were more like Micanites.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan. Sugar Daddies.
No, I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan of them. And I know some people love it. But maybe it's just because this Mounds and Almond Joy.
See, I fuck with both of them. I like them.
I'm just not a big coconut person.
I love coconut.
One of those. I like coconut in some things, but not in a candy.
I gotta take the almond out now because I can't chew it. But no, I love them.
Hot tamales.
No, don't like anything cinnamon.
Yeah, the only cinnamon I like is, which I don't drink anymore, cinnamon whiskey. I do like some good Fireball.
Oh God!
I don't know why. You know me. I'm not a whiskey person, but I do like Fireball. It's good. I can drink it straight.
That's so gross.
And then the last one, and there's probably other ones, but the Necco wafers.
Ooh, I don't even think they're giving out anymore.
They probably don't, which is good.
I mean, I remember people gave them out, but they were gross. Just tasted like chalk.
Yeah, they were not good. I mean, I'll take Smarties or Sweet Tart.
Fuck yeah.
All day long. But the Necco wafers.
Or bottle caps, dude. I love bottle caps.
Yeah, they're good. But I haven't had any of that stuff in a long time. I used to love Smarties, though.
Bottle caps were the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I always like chocolate. Like, I prefer, like, when we went trick-or-treating, I like getting as much chocolate as possible.
Fuck yeah.
M&M's, Snickers, Three Musketeers, whatever. What's your favorite?
Halloween candy?
Or just candy in general?
Candy, I mean, I'm not going to go Reese's. Everybody loves Reese's.
Yeah, everybody does. I've never met a person who doesn't like Reese's.
As far as a candy bar goes, I'm a huge Three Musketeers fan.
You like good Three Musketeers.
But my favorite candy in general, I love Sour Patch Kids. I don't know if you consider them candy. The Welch's fruit snacks.
They're candy.
That's my
They're
favorite.
in the snack aisle, but they're fucking candy.
That's my favorite. I fucking love them.
Okay.
Or the new Starburst gummies. They're really good too.
I like how you say gummy stuff now.
Well, I mean, I eat them when I had fucking upper teeth. They were good as shit.
My favorite's is still gonna be Snickers. All time.
Yeah, it's fucking plain as shit.
Snickers fucking
That's like
plain.
the most basic bitch answer you could think of.
Snickers are
Snickers
fucking great.
Basic. That's like the most basic, other than Hershey's, like a Hershey's chocolate bar.
You better watch. That's my wife's favorite.
I mean, I like a Hershey's, I like a Snickers, but that is the most
I will
basic
eat Snickers. A Snickers ice cream bar.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh
too,
my fucking god!
I'm saying that's like the most basic bitch answer you could think of.
Awesome. I'm a chocolate guy, so Snickers followed by like Reese's or Three Musketeer. Zero bar. I do like a good Zero bar. You ever had that one with the white chocolate?
All right,
almonds.
Dude, the fucking Dove chocolate bars are where it's at.
I haven't had one of those in forever.
Or the what was the ones that you always got on Easter? Not the Cadbury. It's like fancy chocolate.
You're talking like Ghirardelli type shit.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, Ferrero Rocher is good too.
Yeah, they're not bad. You just like saying Ferrero Rocher.
I do.
Feel fancy.
I feel fancy. If I knew an accent, I'd say it in that.
You know what's funny about, so you mentioned Reese's, it gets me thinking about like peanut butter. I'm not a huge peanut butter person unless it's in a dessert. Like,
Really?
Candy, ice. I love peanut butter and ice cream or a cake. But just regular peanut butter
You can
and
eat
jelly.
a peanut butter and jelly
I mean,
sandwich.
I could, but it's
I
just
fucking love it.
okay.
Especially if you go like the fucking honey roasted peanut butter.
Sounds great. Sounds great. You put it on dessert. I'm there.
See, I'm not a dessert guy.
Yeah, I love it in ice cream. One of our favorite things to get during the summertime is we go over here to Twisties.
Oh yeah.
The peanut butter overload sundae.
I've had that. It's really good.
Fucking good.
Fuck yeah.
And it's so simple. It's just vanilla ice cream with crushed up Reese's peanut butter cups, chocolate syrup, peanut butter syrup, and
stop.
Cherry.
I'm hungry.
So fucking good. Tammy and I will each get one, and we down. She doesn't usually finish hers, but I will finish mine, and I love ice cream.
All right, you gotta stop. I'm fucking hungry.
Since I quit drinking, I've found certain things that are my little vice that I have to do every once in a while. During the summertime, once a week, we're getting that. That's my thing. Coke Zero. I try to limit myself to
I'm loving the zero sugar drinks.
I love them. I think they're fucking awesome. Now I had Pepsi Zero the other day. It was a fountain from Taco Bell, though. Maybe it wasn't. That's why. It wasn't that good, but Coke Zero has been my favorite.
think just the Pepsi brand in general with like all the because Caleb had Baja Blast Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, and it's a different sugar substitute than Coke uses. It's like Coke,
I thought it was sucralose. Maybe it's not sucralose then.
I thought one of them was like aspartame.
Aspartame is in the diet sodas. And I do not like diet soda.
Oh fuck no. But no, I'll drink the zero sugar cherry Coke all day.
Yeah,
and
that's really good.
My new favorite is 7-Up Zero Sugar.
I haven't had the 7-Up. I haven't had the Sprite Zero either, but I'm sure it's probably
the 7-Up Zero Sugar tastes exactly like the regular.
So regular Mountain Dew Zero, it's good. I had it at one of the kids' football games because I went up to get it, and I'm really trying to stay away from sugar, especially beverage.
Yeah.
Sugar. That's all they had was Mountain Dew Zero, and you could tell a slight difference, but not enough to say, oh, no, I thought it was good. But I am going to say something else that this may or may not piss you off depending on how much you like it. Baja Blast Mountain Dew
is mid.
Shit.
Now, I don't think it's shit.
It's shit.
Now, when it first came out,
I mean, I would drink it if I had to. It's better than those fucking Oreos we ate last week.
If it was when it was a Taco Bell exclusive, it was really good then too. It's not one of my favorite Mountain Dew flavors. My favorite is still the Game Fuel. That is like a cherry citrus.
There's so many flavors. I haven't even had most of them.
I mean, Code Red Mountain Dew is not bad.
Yeah,
but
if I'm going to drink
Mountain Dew,
orange, regular Mountain Dew.
The Live Wire is not bad either.
I've had the Live Wire. It's not bad.
And there's another one that Walmart sells, and I can't remember what it is. Bark. It's like raspberry lemonade Mountain Dew.
Oh, I would drink that.
That's good.
They had I remember you had it at your house, I think. They had like a red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that one's
good. It was
good.
like a white Mountain Dew. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that one's
good. Glacial cherry, kind of like Gatorade.
But
I think it was good.
The original Game Fuel, because I remember...
I haven't had that.
Well, it was when Call of Duty... It was when Modern Warfare 2 was real big, and you could get... Modern Warfare 2 was on the soda bottle, the wrapping, and I remember like if you went to the midnight release of like Madden or Call of Duty, they would give out Game Fuel to the people standing in line for free.
Okay.
So, but that's my favorite Mountain Dew flavor. Right now, my fridge is just stocked of Cherry Coke Zero and 7-Up Zero.
Okay. I'll have to try the 7-Up. I mean, I'm sure I would like. I have not. Here's the thing. Soda's still not all that great for you, like especially Coke, because Coke still has phosphoric acid, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, phosphoric acid. It's the third ingredient in here.
What's that do to you?
It basically eats your bones away. So
nice.
You don't want to drink it all the time because it will give you osteoporosis.
Okay.
There's a reason it cleans car batteries.
The worst thing in it is the sugar. So you take that part out.
Agreed. That's why I like it and I'm okay with it. I don't usually drink a can per day. I'll usually stop, like if I'm out doing deliveries or something, I'll stop on the way home and I will stop and get like a full fountain drink.
Right.
So it is still a lot.
Yeah.
But that's my treat. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke. I have to have something.
Yeah.
There's Alani's. I still like them and I drink them all the time, but I've been trying to cover because they're fucking expensive.
They are.
So I can stop at, Sheets, especially if I take my own cup and for $1 I can fill up my thing and get Coke Zero. Whereas it's like, if I go to Sheets, I have to buy 2 because they have the 2 for $5.50.
Yep.
If I don't do that, I'm paying $3 something.
$3.50 or something.
I think it's $3.50 for one Alani, and they're like 12 ounces. So.
Right. I mean, go for a Red Bull. It's full of sugar, and you're gonna pay over $4.
Yeah, so I'm definitely digging the zero sugar, and I never thought I would, but I'm definitely digging. So if you're looking to cut back on your sugar intake, try the zero sugar sodas. I would say your very first drink, your first couple drinks, you're going to notice the aftertaste at first.
At first, but
give it a couple sips.
Or if not, and you just want to be a fat fuck, just continue what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, that's our best advice
sugar,
for you.
I mean, I was pre-diabetic, and I mean, I still get some sugar in my diet, but I try to watch, especially the beverages.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from any type of sugary beverage.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, I told you before, I drink my coffee straight black now.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people, I never thought I'd be able to drink it black. And
I'm almost there because I have my cold brew.
Yeah.
And I'll put it's not a splash. It's like a couple of splashes.
It's definitely a lot. I remember how much creamer you used to put in.
Nowhere near
I used to I remember used to tell you, like, you don't even like coffee. You just like creamer.
No, I do like coffee, but it's very little creamer now.
Okay.
My creamer lasts me forever.
Good. I mean, and it's cutting back on sugar. I mean, so it's okay to have a little bit.
I think it's when you get older, it's just a lot of things that have sugar in them just don't taste the same anymore.
They don't taste as good.
I mean, like candy is different, but like when it comes to like drinks or like food that you eat, I've never been a big cake or pie or like sweets type of person, but yeah, now that I'm 40, it's like a lot of sugar. The stuff doesn't taste the same.
Yeah, it doesn't. It changes a little bit, and I mean, I think for us growing up, we weren't always allowed to have a lot of that stuff. Like we weren't allowed to have
shit out of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we had a lot of Kool-Aid, which it's just so funny the way we do things as parents, and I get to try to help other parents understand this concept that we'll let our kids have one thing, but we won't let them have something else. So, like, would you let your child have birthday cake first thing in the morning?
No.
But you'll let them have a donut.
Yeah.
You'll let them have a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
There's the same amount of sugar in
or a really sugary fucking cereal.
Yeah. You'll let them. There's no different.
Yeah. There's no
it's
different.
all just kind of the stigma associated behind having a piece of birthday cake or a bowl of ice cream first thing in the morning.
That is true.
You know?
That's like when we were kids and, Dad's Pepsi was Dad's Pepsi, Mom's Coke was Mom's Coke, and we weren't allowed to have it. But you guys can have as much fucking Kool-Aid as you want.
Yeah, Kool-Aid, juice. Juice is terrible.
Sugar.
Juice is terrible for you. We get this idea that juice is good for you.
Unless you're doing your own fresh squeezed juice.
Here's the thing. Even that's not good for you.
But, all right, so, like, what I'm saying is, like, with oranges, you take an orange. Like, it's okay to have orange juice. Like
orange
a glass
juice is terrible for you.
So
it's
you're
one of the
telling me
worst things for you.
Eating a fucking orange in the morning?
Eating an orange, that's different than drinking orange
Why?
juice. I'm going to explain why. So in nature, the fruits and vegetables we consume have natural sugars in them. Very true. And even if you get the juices that don't have any added sugar to it, it's like, oh, okay, no added sugar, just what comes naturally. But in nature, something else is provided with that sugar we consume, and that's fiber. When we drink the juice, we take out all the fiber, and sugar is just as bad as the sugar that's
add some fucking pulp back in there. There's some fiber.
So that's why I like to kind of make people aware of this. Orange juice is terrible.
All right, so here's what you do. You just peel off the fucking cover of the orange, throw it in a fucking blender, and then drink it.
Okay, as long as you're getting all that fiber. Now, they do say by doing that, it does kind of change the consistency and the way your body absorbs it. So you still should eat it. It's funny because some of the fruits you love the most are probably the worst for you. Bananas, terrible for you.
Right.
Very high in sugar. They spike your
Now, see, I actually heard a banana is good before a workout, though.
Because of the potassium and because you're going to burn off the sugar.
Right.
That doesn't hurt you. But banana is very high in sugar. Oranges, very high in sugar. Most people, and I say most because not all, don't eat the peel. There are some people who eat the peel of the orange. That's a shit ton of fiber right there. So
yeah,
if you do that,
that's gross.
I've never tried it. I'm willing to try it. But if you leave all the outer shell on a fruit, it's fiber. It's good for you.
Now,
your blood, you're still getting the sugar, but you burn it off very quickly, and it doesn't spike your blood sugar.
I'm different. Some of my favorite fruits, like I love blueberries. Blueberries are amazing for you. I love any kind of berry
because you're not you're eating it's not much of an outer peel like an orange or like a coconut. So you're eating the whole blueberry. That's why they're so good for you.
And like I'll eat that. I love pineapple.
Pineapple's good for you. It's a little high in sugar though.
It is
because you're not eating the outside.
But it's also good for recovery after a workout.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been eating a lot of apples recently, and I do eat the peel because I learned a long time ago the chemical that's in the peel actually keeps you fuller longer,
and that's where all the fiber is.
Pectin.
Yeah.
So
all the fibers in the peel. So if you want to eat an apple, do not peel it.
Yeah.
Apples are still a little high in sugar, but they're kind of in that middle of the pack.
I think any best fruits is high in sugar.
They are, but some don't spike your blood sugar as much. Berries.
Yeah.
Like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, watermelon doesn't spike your blood sugar all that much. It's a great snack.
Ton of water
in it. It has a shit ton of water even though it's still sweet, all that water in it kind of balances out a little bit. So watermelon is great for you. Oh, good stuff. Kind of sticking with the scary vibe. What is your biggest fear?
I think we've done this before, actually, with McDermott, because I think me and McDermott have the same fear.
We did talk about that's right.
Open water.
Open water.
Being, I mean, if I'm on a boat, I guess I'm not as scared, although I don't know where the fuck I'm going to go or how I'm going to get there or how long it's going to take me. But, like, I've had dreams, nightmares of floating in the open ocean, no fucking land anywhere to be seen. What scares me is that, number one, I'm probably going to die out here because there's no way I can swim somewhere.
Okay.
And number two, I don't know what's below me.
True.
And I don't want to look to see what's below me. That's my biggest fear.
So let's do this. Close your eyes for me real quick.
God damn it. You can go fuck yourself because I'm going to have a dream about this tonight.
So you're on a cruise, right? Out in the middle of the ocean.
Well, there's your first mistake. I wouldn't be on a cruise. Cruises.
You're on a cruise out in the ocean. You're sitting on the pool deck, you and Ashley sipping a pina colada.
I like pina coladas. Right.
You're sitting on
the beach.
The sun is shining down on you. You can just feel the coolness from the breeze, from the ocean breeze. It just feels great. It's a great mixture of hot and cool to keep you in a perfect temperature. Then all of a sudden you hear a scream in the distance.
Let me guess, we hit an iceberg.
Oh, no, it's warm. No ice. You hear a scream in the distance, right? You get up and you look over the railing. You see in the distance, it looks like land, right?
Okay.
But you can't really quite make it out. And as you stare, it seems like it's getting closer. All of a sudden, you realize
the Kraken.
It's a 50-foot tidal wave.
Oh, nice.
Right towards you. And as far as the eye can see, right, left or right.
Well, yeah, I mean,
horizon, you can't see any. That's all you see is a 50-foot wave coming towards you.
Like, kiss your wife, call your kids, you're dead.
Yeah.
That doesn't scare me
That doesn't scare you?
As much as the open, like, being stranded. At least I'm on a fucking boat with hundreds,
not for long.
thousands of other people that are going to die with me. If I'm alone out in the middle of the ocean, that's what scares me the most, because I don't have anyone to die with me.
Okay.
And more than anything, I'm probably either going to die of drowning or of dehydration.
Okay. So, boat capsizes.
All right.
There's 1,000 people in the water, kind of like the Titanic. Just everyone's trying to find anything they can find. And some people are able to find something that they can.
2 people are getting on that fucking door. I'm just saying.
But slowly, whether it's drowning, dehydration, getting eaten by sharks, people just keep peeling off one by one.
Yeah. The sharks is the least likely.
True, because it is wide. People don't realize that. It's a very vast ocean.
Yeah.
There's not that many sharks. But eventually, everybody's gone, and it's just you and your wife left.
Oh, just me and her?
Just you and Ashley left.
Okay.
And as she takes her last breath, she says to you, "I'll never let go."
You're fucking dumb as shit.
And now you are alone at sea. There's everyone else.
So why did she take her last breath? What did she die of?
Dehydration.
Well, if she dies of dehydration, I'm dying of dehydration.
You have a little bit more water in you.
Oh, fuck. Well,
you're heavier than she is. You got more water.
Okay. Well, I mean, are we floating on something?
You're on a door.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if there ain't nothing to float on, I'm floating on her. So, put a fucking life vest on her so she floats, and I'm floating on her.
Okay.
The same.
What about? Okay, so Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say like kind of in the horror movie genre would be the biggest fear, but yeah, I mean drowning or being out in the open water would be it.
Yeah,
I mean, I would go there with you, but mine's like either like the idea of drowning or being burned alive.
Yeah, because it's your instincts kicked in to keep yourself alive, and see. I think drowning would be worse because at some point when you're burning alive, like your fucking nerve ends get burnt. Also,
you're not going to feel it.
You can't feel anything.
And at some point, you're probably going to pass out.
Yeah, you're going to go into shock, pass out, and then burn alive. Drowning, it's like you're fighting, gasping for air until that final point when your body instinctively and like on its own tries to take a breath of air in as a last ditch effort to get air in. And you can't control that. It just happens.
I would grow gills.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Fucking Waterworld type shit.
Fuck yeah. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome, though, if we had gills and we could breathe underwater?
I mean, it would be cool.
I mean, I sit here and think, like, maybe that's some direction technology is eventually going to go. Maybe.
So we're going to turn into Aquaman.
I mean, cool. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if we could I mean, look at our planet is 70% water.
True.
Like, wouldn't that be cool? I mean, there's a lot of land or a lot of area we could cover with our population.
Yeah, so we can just pollute the fucking ocean more.
I would say we already do that pretty good. That's all followed by another movie that scared the shit out of me, Fire in the Sky.
Oh, the alien movie.
The whole idea of being strapped down and this thing coming towards you to go into your eye.
Yeah, and you can't do nothing about it.
Do a fucking thing about it. It scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I can't even touch my eye.
Oh, you can't? I can.
No, I can't touch my. That's about as close as I can come.
I can touch.
I like to touch. Ew.
I can push it in and out.
Tammy does this thing where she flips her eye.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that. I can't do it.
It freaks the kids out. She hasn't done it in a long time, but
yeah, because you do both of them, then you sit there and blink at them.
I don't know what it is, but just touching the eye
that don't bother me.
So the last thing I wanted to talk about, how up to date are you on the Marvel TV shows?
The TV shows,
just really anything Marvel in general. Have you been watching everything?
I've watched the Loki season 1 and 2.
Loki's fucking awesome. Probably the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier. I watched that.
It was okay.
Fuck Moon Knight or whatever the fuck
Moon
his
Knight
name
was
is.
okay. It was different.
I didn't like it. And as far like the last Marvel movie that I saw fully was Spider-Man No Way Home.
So have you seen the new Doctor Strange? Multiverse of Madness.
Weird story. That was actually the day that Mom messaged us and we had to go.
That's right.
With Dad.
That's
to the hospital.
So you haven't seen it?
I've seen the first half hour, and that's it. I heard it was ass though.
It wasn't great. It wasn't as bad as people like.
I just don't like the idea of like. It was a stupid bad. Like you turned Scarlet Witch, a good guy, this whole time into the bad guy.
But she was a good bad guy. She was good. I liked it. I watched it again not too long ago. I think me and Caden watched it or something. And I mean, I liked it. The premise behind it was good. It wasn't a great movie. They want to keep doing the cameos and stuff, kind of like they did in Deadpool and Wolverine, which was good.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think Marvel reaches a little too far.
I did watch that. Deadpool and Wolverine.
But this was good. So the reason I bring this up is the new show, which definitely has a Halloween thing. Agatha All Along.
Okay, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
So did you watch WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, I guess, the sequel to that. It's good. I like it.
I liked the Agatha character. I thought she was really good.
Agatha, I can't not remember that woman's name.
No, she was in
Step Brothers.
She's
been in a lot of other movies as like a little side character.
Yeah, side character. But no, she was really good in that.
Yeah. But no, it's really good. I like the whole witch thing. I thought that was cool anyway.
Yeah.
But so far it's been pretty good. I like it. I think episode 7 came out today. I imagine there's probably 8 in the series, so there's probably only this one and one more left in the series.
Yeah, it seems like they've been doing better with the TV series than the movies, because I heard the
TV series have been really good for the most part. The only one I kind of was just okay was the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, I like how Falcon's character evolved into the new Captain America, but I just like it's just Didn't really, the whole villain behind it wasn't really a villain.
Oh yeah. This latest phase of Marvel, like I know they were trying to do some like stuff that isn't really as popular.
Yeah.
Like
Moon Knight. I had no idea.
I'm talking about the movies.
Okay.
The Marvels and the Immortals.
The Immortals was okay.
Now the only one, actually I did see one of this like newer phase that I never thought.
Oh, you mean the upcoming ones?
No. It was probably 2 or 3 years ago was Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah.
That was a
Shang-Chi was
great
a good movie.
That was
a good movie.
Very, very surprising.
The Immortals I liked. I mean, I'm not super picky on movies. Yeah, you gotta really suck for me not to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even like a lot of people hated on She-Hulk. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I never watched it.
I mean, it was corny. It wasn't. It probably wasn't even in the top 5.
But you like corny.
The only one I still haven't watched yet, and it's just because I heard it was geared more towards kids. Miss Marvel. I didn't watch that one.
Now
that's the girl. I get you part Indian or something. Like
okay,
that. I don't even remember what.
Now is the Marvels? Is that the sequel to Miss Marvel?
Well, so the Marvels is the sequel to Captain Marvel.
Okay, but she's in it though.
She's in it, right? Her, Carol Danvers, and then the black girl, whatever the fuck her name is. She was in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And she's the one who kind of absorbed Wanda's powers. I don't even know how, but somehow she gained powers to connect with the Marvel. So the 3 of them are connected in this movie. And it's not terrible. I mean, it's an okay movie. I think what they really, because the whole idea behind Captain Marvel is pretty awesome. She's pretty fucking strong. Everyone was really excited at first with Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, and I still think she does a pretty good job.
I think they could have got someone better, and I think they dropped the ball.
The reason they dropped the ball is because they rushed it because they wanted that to get out before Endgame.
Yes,
because I went to the theaters to see it because I felt like I had to because a month later Endgame came out.
Yes,
they rushed it. And they probably could have taken their time on that movie, and it could have been.
I love the 90s vibe to it. I thought that was cool. The music in it was cool. I just think they dropped the ball on that. And then from there in Endgame, I thought she would have a bigger role, and she really didn't.
Yeah, she really didn't. So what was your hurry to get her in there? You could have just introduced her in Endgame.
Right.
Which you've done. You did that with Spider-Man and Civil War.
Yeah, exactly.
You introduced him in that movie, and then his movies came afterwards. So they definitely, I agree with you. They definitely could have waited.
Yeah, and maybe gotten a better actor.
Still like Brie Larson though. I think she got a lot of hate because, and I don't even know if it's real. She made some like comments.
She's very feminist.
Okay,
and she's too far on that side, like pushing it too much.
Okay. Because I didn't like the whole short haircut that she had in the second part of Endgame. But
that's how she
starts to grow it back into Marvel.
But isn't that's one of her looks in the
it might be
in the comics.
It might be. It felt like it was intentional in Endgame, especially like, and I know we've talked about before the scene at the end of Endgame where all the girls like come together.
Yeah.
Like, okay, talk about obvious. Like it was cool, but at the same time it was like, okay,
it felt
like you're pushing the whole feminist thing.
It felt pushed.
Like we don't have a problem with female superheroes,
right?
But don't force it. That'd be like if you like intentionally left out all the girls and just had guys in there.
Well, and it's Marvel saying we accidentally left, or we accidentally didn't use the women enough in the previous movies, which I thought they did. I thought Black Widow was used perfectly, and they used her a lot.
Yeah, considering she's not like that level superhero. She's like a spy who's good at karate.
Yeah, it just felt forced, that whole like women power scene. It was a cool scene. I did like it.
Yeah.
But it just felt forced.
You could immediately feel it as soon as...
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nothing compared to like Captain America lifting Mjolnir.
Exactly.
It's nothing like that.
No.
Or Falcon saying, on your left.
On your left. Oh my God.
There's nothing like that.
That still gets me every time.
I tear up a little bit. And I kind of get a little hard. I'm not going to lie.
And that's something you should probably talk to your therapist about.
No, I don't need to. I'm totally okay with how it makes me feel. When I get excited, I get a boner. It doesn't mean I'm sexually aroused. I just get boners.
So, like, when you're at your like grandkids' football games and you get excited that they score a touchdown, I'm just saying. You said when you get excited,
maybe. But it's not sexual.
We're gonna go ahead and end this right here. We may be canceled after now.
We might probably not. I don't really give a fuck at this point. We don't have enough viewers to get canceled.
That's true. Listen, Ember, we need you to pull your weight when you come back. All right. So,
yeah, Mr. I bring the content.
Right.
Bring the fucking content. When is he back next week?
What? He don't come back till the end of November.
What the fuck? See, you just hurt my fuck Halloween.
No, it's all because I think their season's over, or he's got one more game, and then
Patriots Super Bowl is this weekend because I think we're planning on going because I want to go see a good game. But if it's gonna be a shitty game, I don't want to go.
Who are they playing?
Braddock,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Braddock's not bad. Braddock beat D2 Patriots last year.
Yeah.
But D1 Patriots beat Braddock earlier this year by like 2 touchdowns, but I think there was some injuries.
Oh, okay.
So if I go, I'm hoping it's a good game. I don't want to see a fucking blowout.
No.
I'm so tired of that shit.
But he has that. But from now till the end of
that's right. He'll be on the radio.
November's radio. So
we had him for another.
I don't
show or something.
Believe so. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
We're doing our picks tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to get this shit off. But yeah,
we were
you need to
shit, I forgot to hit the record button.
Fuck you. We need Ember, you need to bring the content when you come back. You have double duty.
Yeah. We're
not doing shit.
So this is Buddy the Elf and Gay Thor signing out. We love you guys. See you next time.